Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications for me so you never miss another one of my posts. And if you are a returning subscriber, hi, welcome back to yet another video. I really hope you guys enjoy this. This is the second video in my money management series, and we will be talking about investing today. So I really hope you guys like the tips that I have for you guys. If you have any questions or any comments, make sure to leave them in the comment box down below. So tip number one is making sure to do your research on any stock or company that you are thinking about investing in. You wouldn't want to put your money into a company that you know absolutely nothing about. That doesn't make any sense, right? Right? So you want to make sure that you are looking up this company, you're looking at their financial history. You can go on their website and find their annual financial reports, and you can look at this. It gives you a brief history of that company, and you can see how they've been performing like over the past few years in terms of revenue, the cost of operation, and all of that information. So I would highly recommend you looking at that report for any stock or company you are thinking about investing in, and making sure that it is a company you think will continue to do well in the future before putting your money into it, because you don't want to make a risk with your money and not really think it through. If you're going to risk losing money, make it be a calculated, smart risk. Tip number two is having a diverse portfolio. You want to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket, in a sense, by having all of your stocks in only one industry. So in order to do this, you can think of like all the companies you know, and think about all the industries that you think are doing really well right now, and or you think will take off in the future, and what companies are the best competitors in that industry to put your money in. Some different types of industries include like the technology industry, retail, food, hospitality. Like there's so many different industries out there, and you can invest in as many as you like. Number three is investing in ETFs and index funds. This is more of a suggestion from me, because these are just like the tips that I think are very helpful. So I highly recommend ETFs and index funds because they're like little collections of stocks. So like think of a stock as one flower. An ETF or an index fund is a bouquet of like different flowers, or it can be a bouquet of roses, a bouquet of sunflowers and roses, if you want to like use the different flowers as different types of industries. So I highly recommend them because one, less research you have to do, because you can just research that individual ETF or index fund that you're thinking about investing in, rather than all the different companies that make up that collective. So it makes it a little bit easier on you when it comes to choosing where to put your money. Also, ETFs and index funds, they have like lower rates of return, but they tend to have very steady rates of return. Like they do well year to year, versus like individual stocks can be very volatile, where they do really well 1 year or 1 month, and then the next it's doing really bad. Like think about back with the whole GameStop and Robinhood fiasco, where it really took off because everyone was doing what they were doing with the stock market and manipulating it. But it also did start to drop and pull back. So like individual stocks can have really high spikes, but then they have really bad lows. So ETFs and index funds, they tend to have more of a steady pace of growth than individual stocks, which is why I highly recommend them. I also think they're really good for people who want to have more of a passive way of investing. They don't want to have to really be on their P's and Q's, constantly checking, constantly doing their research for it, because really smart people come up with these ETFs and index funds and put them together and think like these companies are going to be doing really well. So that's another reason why I recommend them. Tip number 4 is choosing your stockbroker really well. Like you want to make sure whatever company you're going to be using to invest, you think is the best one for you. For example, I use Robinhood and Ally. These are 2 different brokers. And the main reason I chose them is 1, I pay no fees for buying and selling my stocks, or if I wanted to trade using these brokers. There's no minimum account opening balance, and also I just really like the platforms. They're very easy to use. There are other stock brokers like Fidelity and Vanguard are very popular. I've also know that Acorn, Cash App, PayPal, they're now allowing you to use those apps to also invest. So there's a lot of options out there. I would just say do a little research on which one you think might be best for you. I know I went with mine because I don't have to pay any fees and there was no minimum amount I needed to open an account with both Ally and Robinhood, versus some brokers you need to have like a minimum of $200 to open an account. And at that time, for me, $200 was a lot and I didn't have it. So I decided to go with a different broker. Also, I will leave my referral link for Robinhood in the description box. For anyone who's interested in using Robinhood, you will get a free stock that can value from $5 and upwards. If you are thinking about using Robinhood, you can use that link to open your account. And if you are opening an account for the very first time, because that is the catch, this needs to be your first time opening an account with them in order to get that free stock. That is all for this video. I hope you guys really enjoy it and I hope you learned something valuable from this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.